What up, everyone? I hope everybody's having a fabulous day. Today we are in Eastside San Diego, also known as East Dago. Today we're going to visit a beautiful community here in City Heights. I'm going to take you into the neighborhood. Also, you're going to get some coverage from the sky into the hood. Let's take a trip into City Heights. All right, here's a little history of City Heights. It is a dense urban community in central San Diego, California, known for its ethnic diversity. The area was previously known as Eastside San Diego. City Heights is located south of Mission Valley and northeast of Balboa Park. City Heights is notable as a home to refugees and immigrants, with significant communities of Vietnamese, Somalians, Cambodians, Laotians, and Latino residents, and can't forget about the Black community as well. Many social and cultural resources, retail stores, and restaurants are operated by and or serve the non-white population. Major commercial streets include University Avenue, El Cajon Boulevard, Fairmont Avenue, and Euclid Avenue. City Heights is densely populated and has mostly multi-family apartments and homes. And here we see some residents here on the street doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? This is the East Side, folks. What do you expect? Now back to the history. Colonization of Kumeyaay lands. Like much of central, southern, and eastside San Diego County, City Heights sits on Kumeyaay territory. The area was occupied by Spain with the arrival of Spanish soldiers from the New Spain and the Baja California Peninsula in the 18th century. When Mexico gained independence from Spain in 1821, it claimed the land and securitized the mission system, distributing lands to the rancheros. When the United States annexed the land, the modern era of American settler colonialism began. Settlement and any later development was facilitated by the forced removal of Kumeyaay people to reservations began by President Ulysses S. Grant in 1875. For those of you who know that live in the east side of San Diego and know the life there, in this area, there's multiple gangs, you know what I'm saying? But we're not going to get into the politics, just showing you, the reality of the neighborhood. All right, let's jump back into the history. So we're going to talk about American settlement in the 1880s. American entrepreneurs Abraham Clobber and Samuel Steiner purchased over 240 acres of unincorporated land northeast of Balboa Park, hoping to profit from the area. Together, they named it City Heights, though it was also known as a Steiner, Clobber, Chowtang, and Castle addition after the earlier developers of the property. The area was subdivided, and on November 2nd, 1912, eligible area voters voted to become an incorporated city known as Eastside San Diego. Populated boomed in the next 4 years from 400 in 1910 to 4,000 during the incorporation. On December 31st, 1923, the city of Eastside San Diego voted 1,344 to 1,109 for annexation into the city of San Diego, becoming once again a neighborhood known as City Heights. The Eastside San Diego trustees did not immediately recognize the annexation in early 1924. Complete annexation occurred over the next few years, with the city of San Diego taking over. And here's construction of the area being done up. I used to hang around there in that liquor store right there. Still have a friend, a couple homies that lived in that area and still do to this day. What up, East Side? But anyways, let's get back to the videos, get back to the history. During most of the 1930s, 1940s, and the 1950s, the area had some suburban housing and was a commercial center for middle-class white residents, while people of color were segregated in South and East San Diego through discriminatory housing practices. In the late 1950s, Caltrans planned a 15 freeway to cut directly through the area, accelerating white flight and disinvestment. The development of Fashion Valley, Mission Valley, and the College Grove shopping center, shipping off middle-class customers from the University Avenue and El Cajon Boulevard. Following the Vietnam War, many refugees from Southeast Asia arrived to the United States of Camp Pendleton, near San Diego. Many Vietnamese, Cambodian, and Thai refugees settled in City Heights during the 1970s and the 1980s due to the cheap rents resulting from disinvestment. From the 1980s to the 1990s, resettlement agencies directed many refugees from the Somalian Civil War to City Heights. During the late 20th century, the area had a high concentration of low-income residents, most of whom were renters and 30% of whom lived below the poverty line. In the anti-welfare and increasingly anti-immigrant climate of the 1990s, exemplified by the passage of Proposition 187 in 1994, public services, healthcare, and welfare became even less accessible. City Heights churches often provided key services and continue to act as a community centers. It's straight hood right here in East Side in the alleys, you know what I mean? If you go down to PB, you know what I'm saying, La Jolla, you won't see it like this over there. You see it's squeaky clean, you know what I mean? Anyways, by the 1990s, the area was described in the local media as one of the urban edges where the inner city bleeds into the suburbs and was widely portrayed as a crime hotspot. Drawing American racism, Somalians and African American youth were frequently portrayed, often through cultural poverty scripts, as primarily responsible for the crime and poverty in City Heights. Officials believe police intervention was the only measure available to address the deteriorating conditions. Anti-gang programs implemented by police and city leaders targeted often arrested Somalian men for loitering in public or hanging out near businesses. The late 1990s and early 2000s saw redevelopment in City Heights continue as new public facilities, including schools, a library, and a community center opened around the newly developed center through public-private partnerships. The additional public services and new commercial center were well received by residents. The price-backed housing developments have received criticism for mainly serving moderate-income people. However, and the general sense of experimentation led some to dub the area Guinea Pig Heights. Since the 1990s, the demographics of the neighborhood have been changing. More middle and upper-class Hispanic and Asian residents have moved to City Heights, while the number of black residents, particularly those who are low income, has decreased sharply. Rents and property prices have increased, sometimes by double or triple. The area still has been considered cheaper than the other central San Diego areas where have undergone or under gentrification. There's that word again. It remains home to many refugees and immigrants from Latin America, Africa, Southeast Asia, Western Asia, and North Africa. For those of you who don't know the geography, City Heights is large and diffused with many sub-neighborhoods. The community is divided into two pieces by Fairmount Avenue, City Heights East and City Heights West. The community is bounded by Interstate 805 to the west, El Cajon Boulevard to the north, 54th Street to the east, which we're going to be doing another video in East Side because East Side's big. This was just pretty much on City Heights area, and Home Avenue, Euclid Avenue, Cholos Parkway to the southeast. So we can't forget about Little Saigon. So pretty much on June 4th, 2013, City Council approved Little Saigon Cultural and Commercial District in City Heights, which is a 6-block section of El Cajon Boulevard from Euclid to Highland Avenue. The district will be known as a center for Vietnamese food. Damn, you know we're going to go there on our food tour, try some of that bomb food. And also the culture. Since 2013, the Little Saigon San Diego Foundation has organized one of the Vietnamese New Year events in the city with the annual Lunar New Year's Festival at the SDCCU Stadium, formerly known as, used to be Qualcomm Stadium, but now it's the Aztec Stadium, also known as Snapdragon Stadium It used to be the stadium home to the Chargers, which I miss, but hey, what can we do, right? We gotta work with what we have. Anyways, that concludes the video of City Heights. Like I said before, we are gonna be doing another video in the whole section of Eastside San Diego, because Eastside is huge. This was pretty much in the City Heights area, that section. And we're also gonna do other videos. I gotta do another video on the river bottoms down in Otay. That's another one I'll be working on, and also western neighborhoods as well, as long as the North County neighborhoods. I'll be driving up there pretty soon too, so be on the lookout for the videos. And once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Once again, if you want to be part of the YouTube RC Entertainment family, please subscribe, give it a like, which it helps the algorithm so it could push out more content like this for you guys can see, and other people can see it as well. Other than that, we'll catch you next video. Peace out, y'all.